Hi and good morning. This is Lamentios, Follow Me, William, round 3 of every name I could potentially throw at you. I have returned. I apologize for anyone who was actually looking forward to seeing a third video in rapid succession. Holy crap, that's a magic, I presume, skin for Tiamat. I'm uncultured, so I would not be capable of verifying one way or another. I would guess a magic, because I don't think Yu-Gi-Oh! Is yet in SMITE. So anyway, playing some Horus support, of course, in Arena. I really wanted to check out Horus with the most recent, was it Hope of Light, Hope of Dawn patch. Just for Protector Surge going from 16 to 10 in cooldown. The heal reduction is quite immense, but, I mean, it's consistent across the board. So, not as much of a concern. Alright, 3 magicals, decent amount of healing. I'll probably just go right into Talisman anyway. Get Sprint for safety. And I'm actually going to go Horn Shard, just to see if I can capitalize on recent changes. Gotta show some love for the hottest smooch around. Discordia is horrified of starting the camp, I guess. Look at multi-clear, except I was a little late. Obviously, the last time I played Smite was the last time I recorded. Also, you don't have to move anymore during Anubis one. I do appreciate the updated HUD as well. I like seeing characters next to everyone. Yeah, that Guan was not in a good spot. Neither is this Milan. Definitely both over-aggressing. Unfortunately, I think my team's cooldowns were not quite back and ready to respond. Man, did they, like, make the circle smaller on his 3? Actually, it does kind of look more deliberate. Well, regardless, not a worry. So we've got 3 magicals on that team, Tiamat, Anubis, Merlin. That's high damage, and especially considering their 2 physicals are warriors and building. Bruiser, Guan, support Milan. Alright, they want to die. I might perish as well, but I don't think they're competent enough. I also have my ult if necessary. Sucks that Anubis perished, but he did a good job leading the way for First Blood. Oh, and I missed Tiamat. Should have punished her for obviously being excessively aggressive, but oh well. So, not too concerned with physicals. I'm going to have to zone out. I guess I could peel, but I'd rather zone out the mages. And engage in effusive murder. I think this Guan and Milan share about the same neuron. There we go. Dunzo. Aim for the slow on Anubis, although he can move now. So it actually has additional benefit. Go for the protections, and if they're not leaving, I'm actually thinking about ulting on top of them. So, anyway, I'm going War Flag Talisman as I would normally do, especially in Arena. The raw stats, even with the reduced healing, are just too potent. 506 movement speed, 2.5 minutes into the game, and I literally did nothing for it, aside from buy, War Flag, and Talisman. There was no chance I was going to hit him, man. Max range, Horus 2 is slow. I mean, maybe if I were immediately on it, but it's not that free. It's not like I just missed it, like that time. That's what happens when you're not playing consistently. Fortunately, my game sense hasn't quite disappeared. Got Tiamat's beads. I don't think there's any point in maxing the 3-second anymore. I should have ulted immediately, but that's okay. Yeah, the protection buff is nice, but without the heal,
oh, that looked like it hurt.
Not worth it.
An enemy has been smoked. Yeah.
Boom. There we go. I could have just dove on that Tiamat for a free assist, but my conscience wouldn't let me be that selfish. I can definitely be plenty selfish, but my brain's like, no, try to win the game. Care just a little less about your KDA. Nah. I'm happy to see that we're doing well, especially with this irregular team comp. Proud of these fellas. Especially considering we would probably be doing better if I could actually connect with my 2. That being said, I'm already getting to a position where I'm becoming tough to handle. Yeah, they are too spooked. I can focus on... I think I'll worry about Peel, considering I'm the sole tank on a team with Anubis, Afro, AMC. It's just I would really rather initiate into them, but especially considering it's Guan Milan and I can stun their channeling abilities. Milan Spear Thrust, Guan's Talu Assault. It definitely makes plenty of sense to just hang back. We are slightly in the lead, but that doesn't quite make for compelling content, you know. I've got to play the algorithm better. Let's see. This Guan is looking to make something happen, so let's just go ahead and put him down. In fact, I could ult, but doesn't seem like it's necessary. Actually, I really appreciate the updated UI for cooldown, seeing it to the 10th of a second. AMC is definitely a bit in. I got interrupted out of my 2. That really sucks. There's no point in me ulting here. I think it would take too long. Horus is one of the few warriors I actually haven't played as much, despite me being a tank main and having almost every Guardian Diamond in most of the warriors. I always found him immensely frustrating to play against due to his combo and insane mobility, and when a character bothers me that much, I tend to avoid them. Yeah, I think the 20 protections isn't worth it. I'd rather get the cooldown, dropping a decent amount of damage. Alrighty, let's see. Winged Blade would actually be really good into that team. So I think that's where I'm going when hit by slow. Oh yeah, and you provide it to allies now as well, so absolutely. And we'll pick up Shell for simple safety. When hit by slow, you never allies with 30 freaking. Yep. Okay. So should actually be huge. That Tiamat is way overdoing it. I don't know why everyone on that team feels invulnerable walking up as much as they are. Probably because I'm not consistently punishing with my 2. That being said, we are up 8-4, and I have taken full field position over a team with 2 tanks. At this point, I can actually... my team has so much, single target ISO DPS between Anubis and AMC that we can totally pick even tanks apart. So I don't really have to be too selective with my CC employancy? I don't know, man. Words are a spook. Why did we not just abandon this AMC? I guess the world may never know. I'm just gonna head back in. Screw it. Let's bring it out. I'm glad Winged Blade gives magical protection now. Definitely makes it feel a little less awkward to fit in. Guan, yeah, I was trying to shut him down before they ult. Gonna Shell, except I think it went through her Aegis. I'll ult, and if anyone wants to come with me, they are welcome. Hello, Anubis. Both Anubises. Anubi, if you will. They're coagulating, the Anubises. They're compounding into a new specimen, the Double Dog. And I was gonna say I'll be a staunch supporter of this Double Dog for the rest of my life, but one of them is on the other team. I don't know if I can bridge those boundaries. Maybe after, they're sufficiently plowed in this match. You have to assert dominance before making friends, Goddamn, I keep getting knocked up out of my 2. Tiamat is actually kind of frustrating for me, huh? Makes sense considering how well she could theoretically kite me if she were playing the game. Anyway, always delay the slow on Horus if the damage isn't important. Obviously, he's going to die regardless, so just delay the wing dust and you get maximum CC effect. Horus is all about optimizing your chains of abilities too. I mean, even between your 2 and your 1, of course. Alrighty, let's back out. Interesting, so recent patch was primarily healing changes and reduction of healing, yet everyone is insistent on buying anti-heal still. I wonder if that's genuine meta or just people, you know, just doing what they're buying, what they're comfortable buying. My allies completely abandoned the siege juggernaut for buffs, telling me to be careful when they should be present in the fight. That is unfortunate. Things happen. Oh yeah, there's so many healing aura items now. Fucking, I'm one of these characters. After healing yourself down like the next 6 seconds, each time you damage enemy god, your non-normal abilities cooldowns reduced by 0.5 seconds. With cooldown reduction, power, and health, that actually seems really useful for me. Allied gods within 7 units have 10% increased CCR and 4% movement speed. That's good. And attack spin based attack damage. Nope, no need. I will buy SMITE Scepter. Now I am learning about the game. Oh, so my shell penetrated Undying Love, but not Aegis earlier, unless I completely was oblivious, which I'm certainly capable of doing. Alright, so War Banner fully online. Look at that. 544 movement speed, and we're not even fully stacked. Obviously, I also have Winged Blade. Movement speed has always been the most underrated stat in Smite. Some people argue it's HP, others penetration. Definitely the most important stats after movement speed, but there's a reason why, when boots existed, you were legally obligated to purchase. Alright, hey, keep note of that. I could have taken that one. No more 7-0 support games. I'm trying to avoid this. So for whatever reason, Guan decided to peel off on me to help Milan, even though there was no way I was going to kill her. And he would be better off zoning my DPSs, but oh well. I should be able to kill Tiamat, yep. That's what happens when you play without any sense of self-preservation. Let's see. I'm on a good streak right now. I think I was what 7-0 Surtur. What was the Maui game? 6-1 and a billion assists. I think something like that. Having a very similar game now, except that Maui game I had to pull a lot more of the weight literally and figuratively as that character and in a joust. This time around, I'm not playing quite as well. But that doesn't surprise me. I was playing a lot more Maui than Horus when I was playing consistently. I hope you guys appreciated that camera angle. I worked really hard to make it as shitty as possible. As imperceptible for the YouTube audience as necessary. Ah, damn. Just keep going out. There's nothing really in particular to concern ourselves with. At this point, this is kind of a turn your brain off game. Their builds don't even seem that bad, although maybe a bit cookie cutter. Their playstyles are definitely lacking game sense, to say the least. And considering they actually have a pretty strong bruiser. Okay, yeah, so Aegis doesn't stop shell. Unfortunately, that would have been difficult to stop regardless. Did she hit? Yeah. He's dead, I think, but rather ensure that's the case. And we are outie here. Not yet. I must strip XP. And I guess ensure they don't die and pad my healing stats. Good lord, I already have my 3 back. Yeah, this is a bunch of crazy item changes. So 10%, right? And I don't have any other CDR. I could just get Prudwin. Keep it nice and simple. Base protections, additional CDR. give my ultimate more potency and reason to be used. Like this. Let's get in there. Or not. No one can join me at all. I'll sprint for safety and offensive purposes. We should totally kill this Milan if she doesn't have ults. Well, there we go. How are they doing? 05, 35, 31. The Anubis is doing the best. So, and his name is Goobus? Okay, so I have to make it a point to slaughter this dude. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That Merlin is taking free damage. Yeah, Anubis and Milan are the only things keeping their team truly afloat. I see a little more, yeah, I've observed some more thoughts passing through her brain and the Anubis's than anyone else. Though, I'm not quite sure what her name's supposed to be. Fenrir Area P? Fenrir Area P. Wolfie Wolf 99. I'm scared that I'm reading something bad. But, I think everything's okay. My mitigate is probably going to look crazy high at the end of this game, but it really shouldn't. I don't feel like I'm quite playing as I should, though I think I've said that literally every game, aside from maybe the Maui game. I don't know. There's a lot to... When there's two tanks on the other team and you're solo tanking, there's an exorbitant amount of responsibility placed on your shoulders in regard to balancing both peel and aggressive actions. Initiating, counter-initiating, supporting versus isolating. It can be quite tough to determine what's appropriate and when. You've got to definitely get used to just playing within the natural flow of the game. And intuitively, things will feel right. That being said, if you rely exclusively on your gut to tell you whether you're supporting properly or not, you're gonna fail, because the role kind of does revolve around other people inherently. So you gotta observe the pace of the game and decide what's appropriate. Right now, things are pretty casual. Arena, they are spooked as shit. I'm gonna run up on them and dun them up too. Here we go. Guan ulted away. Goes to show that he's not really thinking too much. Let's see if we can get this Milan before she even ults, but doesn't seem like it. Unfortunately, not enough DPS loaded. How much percent pen do we have? Looks like a decent amount on Discordia, a bit on Anubis, nothing on AMC. Yeah, just flat pen, which is not good enough into a team with with Guan, Milan, and Tiamat. Which would explain why we're not like up 30-10. Because imagine, yeah, 2 and 5. Imagine if he had percent pen straight up. I was gonna say like Chin's XE, but honestly, I don't really know the meta. So even if it were just percent pen from an ability standard, I bet we'd be doing a lot better. But I could also just be misreading. I do appreciate having teammates who actually buy anti-heal, though. God bless. That means as the sole tank, I can get away, thankfully, with not having to get Pestilence or Contagion. Really enables me to just be a complete nuisance. With all this movement speed, I can just run around for free. Still knock up immune. Okay, good to know. Makes sense. And yeah, so as the sole tank, I basically zoned out 2 or 3 people, though they were kind of leaving anyway. I don't think they had any intent on peeling for their Tiamat. And thus, my team was able to collapse on said Tiamat and secure a pick. Which, man. Which I feel like, if there's one thing I could criticize my team for is that they haven't quite been following up on me well. Like, when I do zone people out, they are not collapsing. When I am peeling, they're not turning around and fighting to provide mutual aid, you know. Yes, mutual aid. I'm a fucking, I was gonna say an anarchist, communist. I'm not sure. I'm a leftist, period. Definitely. Regardless, this game is just about over. Standard length arena. Decent builds. Playstyles are a bit off. So, I don't know, I can't say these guys are quite, yeah, okay, they can't even kill me, they can never kill me. These guys are okay. Everybody was okay, good enough. Our Afro didn't die once, doesn't surprise me, because although her healing was drastically reduced, ultimately, I saw the rest of her buffs, and they're insane. Her ultimate, is it guaranteed 2 seconds now? Well, automatically applies jealousy too. Her 3 reducing cooldowns is insane, and her kiss far more potent. Who will I commend? I'll commend Afro, I guess. I like to see the stats before I commend. I probably shouldn't have, considering that minimal damage. Yeah, I should have commended AMC. See, he got 50k just by being AMC. If you build ability damage AMC, there's no way in hell you're not going to farm those stats at all. You know, it doesn't mean you're actually building and playing optimally for the match. Anyway, yeah, I only had 53k mitigated. I should have had more, but then again, the match didn't really call for it. They were just sloppy. Had no coordination, and it was a really loose and erratic game. So, oh well. At least I still had more damage than the Guan and Milan, so that's okay. Actually, it's pretty great considering I was Horus, and Guan and Milan get damage for free. Otherwise, not a bad showing from everyone. The fact that here's something bad. The fact that Anubis went 4-2, and I thought he was definitely the best player on the team alongside Milan. Yet Merlin and Guan both had better stats than the two of them is just proof that there is really, really shit teamwork going on, and that things are not being prioritized well. Either way, rate matchmaking 2 stars. Thanks, y'all. Thank you guys for watching, and please have a great one.